Spain was given this wonderful temple. So we'll be going there. There you'll see in, I believe it's Park of the West, Parque del Oeste. And then let's say at 8 o'clock, we're going to meet by the temple and walk to Plaza de España together. So if you come with me, you'll be able to see the place. On our left-hand side, if you take a look, you will see La Puerta de Moncloa. This giant monument was actually one of the city gates, and so this, I believe, if you wanted to go west from Madrid, this is where you would exit the city. Truly impressive. They've since, of course, knocked down the walls so that the city could grow and that traffic was sort of unblocked. And in fact, where the city walls used to be are now, for the most part, major streets. So yeah, this is the street. As a kid, I would see quite. On our left-hand side, or right ahead of us right now, soon to be on our left, is the, so yeah, anything related with the Air Force, you'll find the administration here. My girlfriend is Spanish, and her uncle actually worked there as well as her grandpa, so part of the family.
You guys want to take your photos? Let's say 8:05. You can meet me, in fact, right here.
Acha, you know what Amma called it? Amma called it Temple of Amour.
Is it a protester?
serrano 1,90 la unidad. Bocadillo de jamón bellota 7,80 la unidad. Jamón ibérico 4,50 la unidad. Es más barato. Vamos, es una torrija.
Tiene una pinta.
Of the cultural influences that we're mixing there, both Gypsy culture as well as Spanish and Arabic cultures. Now, on our left-hand side, we have La Puerta de Toledo, or the Gate of Toledo. Now, this is although it looks like a great monument, this is actually one of the old city gates. And as we're going along this street, we'll actually be going along the course of the old city wall. So everything on our left-hand side is part of the old town, while everything on our right-hand side is a lot newer. About 200 years ago, they knocked down, or not two, I think it's about 150 years ago, they actually knocked down the old city wall to create these thoroughfares, sort of lightening the traffic and also allowing for the further urbanization and the expanse of the city. On our left, take a look on our left-hand side, we have El Rastro. This is a flea market that happens every Sunday, and it goes from the morning till about 3 in the afternoon. So, of course, when we return back to the center, if you would like to go see the Rastro, I will tell you how to do this. This is a market that happens only on Sundays and only until 3. So if you want to go, see it now. There's a lot of antique shops as well as these sort of stalls. So the antique shops, I think, are definitely worth a visit. People basically open up their doors, and suddenly you can go in these little holes in the wall that are absolutely filled with old things. So super cool experience that you can see right now. You can, if you're interested. One of the best, if not the best, collection of modern art, especially Spanish modern art. If you have ever heard of Picasso, La Guernica, you can see that here, as well as Salvador Dali, Juan Miró, lots of the Spanish modernist masters. Interestingly, the building used to be the General Hospital of Madrid, and this was a place, if you've ever read Michel Foucault's Madness and Civilization, I'm going to nerd out here, by the way, but he describes basically this sort of proliferation of mental institutions that housed both patients who were considered mad as well as impoverished people. Back in the day, it was illegal to beg in the streets, for example. You could end up there, and so it's sort of the building, which is this huge hotel with like meter-thick walls, has been rehabilitated as a modernist museum, and I think it's probably one of the most interesting turns in history. On our right-hand side, we have the station of Atocha. It's the main transportation, or the main train hub in all of Spain. So from here, you can take a train, you can get to any major city on the Iberian Peninsula, as well as it's a transportation hub for cercanías, which are the suburban rails. If you take a look on our right-hand side, there's two baby heads. These are called Dia y Noche, or night and day. So you can see one of them has the eyes open. I believe that's Dia, or day, and the other one has the eyes closed. So that one's night. Alrighty. We will be turning up this road, and on our right-hand side we will have the park of Retiro. Retiro is a public park now. Well, welcome to Retiro, everybody. So just to orient ourselves, here we have the archives, and then Cazón del Buen Retiro, or no, Cazón del Prado. All right, these are the archives of the El Prado. Here, they of course, this whole neighborhood around here didn't exist, and they sort of made this enclosed garden in the country. So this was actually outside of the city walls, and so it was a place where the king could come, get away from the hustle and bustle of the city, which was actually much farther that way. Okay. Yeah, I recommend that everyone give it a good shake. A good shake.
What is it?
De la Alcachofa, or in English, the fountain of the artichoke. So if you look, there's lots of things in this fountain that you can name it after, but of course what it was actually named after is this little plant-like thing on top which represents an artichoke. It was built and put here in 1880. Excuse me. Yeah. Investors. So what they would do is they would bring the boats here and then invite the aristocrats who were putting the money forward to see, okay, did anyone else see that? Oh my gosh, it's a big fish. So that you could see where your money was going. Okay, so that was the original idea. Of course, there's also, this is a boat rental service. If after the tour you'd like to come back, I highly recommend bringing sunglasses because it is bright on the water with no shade. And let's take a look to this right side of the pond. You'll see a big statue surrounded by the sort of like semicircle. It's a big monument. And this monument is a monument to King Alfonso XII. Alfonso XII, basically he took power during a very tumultuous time. In the early part of the 19th century.
Para devolvernos a la iglesia tenemos que...
Neo-Mudéjar style. Basically, in case you didn't know, most of Spain was actually conquered by the Umayyad dynasty. These were Arabs along with Moroccan Berbers. They invaded Spain in the year 711 and very quickly pushed the Visigothic kingdoms up to the north. Basically, it was only in that sort of like coastal side between the coast and the mountains where the Catholic kingdoms remained. Everything else on the Spanish peninsula came under Arabic influence from those culturally diverse regions of Spain that didn't have a tradition of bullfighting. A lot of them said this is a gruesome sport, we don't like it. A lot of the young people today are more or less against bullfighting, but it is a reality. People still go to bullfights. In a bullfight, you'll have a bullfighter, usually 2 different bullfighters perform, and you'll have 6 different fights. Okay? And in these fights, it is a fight to the death, sort of a gladiatorial style combat between the bull and the bullfighter. And then the bull dies, and then the meat is actually sent to be butchered, and it is served in specific restaurants. Actually, you can get bullfighting bull. The bullfights here, at least here you can see on the right hand side, here's our bullfighting ring, and as I said before, the Neo-Mudéjar style, you can see it in the form of the arches, the tile work. It is definitely this is the crown jewel of the Neo-Mudéjar style in Spain, and it is.
ഫ്ലൈറ്റിനുള്ള ടിക്കറ്റ്സ്
Wow,